And Jimmy Fallon just had a guest on this week, and it was Jon Lovitz. And I want to talk about that because Jon Lovitz came on and he dressed up like George Santos. And so this is something that's going around the internet quite a bit, where he came on, he came right out in character, and he was just having a good time. He wasn't even messing around. He came out there. He's like, I'm George. He did the whole interview. George Santos, I want to call him Santos. Santos went online and he was saying these comedians are doing horrible, terrible interpretations of me. They're not even right. And it was really funny. He's saying like my way, but he was lying the whole time because everyone's been kind of, catching George in a bunch of lies. It seems like he's lied about a lot of his life. So when George told me he was terrible and he has to get better and he needs to give up this interpretation, well, Jon Lovitz went to Twitter to respond to him. And here's what Jon said to George Santos.
Thanks for the review and advice. You're right. I do need to step my game up. My pathological liar character can't hold a candle to you. Loved your Jew-ish joke. One of my favorites. I do all the time.
So I don't know if everybody saw this out there, but it was funny. And Jimmy Fallon he's hit and miss for me, but this was one of those good segments. So he worked it out with Jon Lovitz. Jon Lovitz is just funny. He's hilarious. He reminds us of somebody we know. And so every time that he pops up somewhere, Sabrina and I laugh about it. Good old Jon Lovitz popping up in the news.
A screenshot and send it to my homegirl Liz.
Yep. But it was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go back. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. He really he plays it very straight, but very well. Joanna, did you see this? And what do you think about Jon Lovitz doing his George Santos on the Tonight Show?
First of all, I think one of the worst things is politicians or anyone taking themselves too seriously. I would kill for Jon Lovitz to do an impression of me.
That'd be awesome.
What he said. I would be peeing myself in the corner. I'd be like, pass the Depends. That's hilarious. So I don't care. First of all, everything that he said, every piece of it was hysterical. He was like, I invented baseball. I invented gravity. And he just drops it and he's like, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's right.
Jon Lovitz is like everything I love about comedy. And I also think that he does it with zero ill intent. So I don't even think whatever his feelings are on anybody that he makes fun of or he does pieces of, I think he is just so lighthearted and light-spirited that it comes across hilarious no matter, even when he just came on the stage and Jimmy Fallon was like, hi, and he was like, hi. Everything was hilarious. I was like, you kill me. I have been slain.
Yeah, it's so good. The gravity thing was hilarious. That was so good. Sabrina, what do you think about this performance that he had playing George Santos? And do you think it was funny, or are you like that was a step too far?
I watched it 15 times. It was fucking hilarious. I sent it to my friend Liz. Hey, girl, I love you. I know you're watching. I died. I thought it was so on point. It was so on brand for Jon Lovitz. Like Joanna said, it's like he's just effortlessly funny. He totally 100% committed. Like Joanna said also, he came out, he was playing George Santos from the moment he got on to the moment he walked off. And it was so good. It was so good. He's saying my way in the first line, at regrets. I have a few, right? That's the line. He goes, regrets, I have none. He 100% embodied this guy. It was hilarious. The gravity thing was hilarious. I mean, they did a sketch about him on Saturday Night Live too. It couldn't hold a candle to this, if I'm being honest. Bo and Yang did it. He was funny, but it was no Jon Lovitz. I think it's great. I think that George Santos has some balls saying anything about anyone imitating him when he literally lied about his heritage, his whereabouts, his college education, his sports activity, his
volleyball
race.
Master. Hurt two knees.
The man has lied about everything, everything. The only thing that is true is that he is a human being. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's even up for debate, if you ask me. Okay. So I think he has some balls saying anything at all and addressing it at all. I mean, he's just run with his tail between his legs like he does, in Congress. So I say go Jon Lovitz. Fuck you, George Santos, and Jon Lovitz, bring me some more because it was hilarious.
Which is one of those things too. Like, he's a comedian. We've talked about that before. It's like comedians should be allowed to be able to riff on anybody and have fun. And it should be an honor to be riffed on like that too. Like, I would be excited. Like Joanna said, I'd be excited if someone was like doing an impersonation of me. It'd be fun to see.
He's not excited about it because it's all true. You know what I
know,
mean?
but
it's too close to home.
It's too close to home.
Knows everyone, the jig is up. Everyone knows everything that happened is not true. That he said happened is not true. So for him, it's a different
It's still an honor though. It should still be an honor.
I feel like if he found it funny, like if they cut to him laughing hilariously at it, I think that half the people would be like, he's lighthearted. Like maybe he was joking when he said those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it would give him more credibility if he was like, that was hilarious, by the way. I'm going to give it to him. Like, I'm not sure if he even knows how much of that I was lying about. Like, if he joked along with it, I feel like it would be more, like, people would be a little bit more willing to accept those inconsistencies, those facts that are not accurate.
He said his mother died in 9/11, Joanna. He said his grandparents escaped the Holocaust. Like, I mean, come on.
I get it.
Ridiculous. I don't care if he joked about it and loved it. I would still be like, bro, you need to resign. This shit's cray cray.
But
maybe
some more.
There's no but, Joanna. No but.
and Ty, I think we agree with you, Ty. This guy is just
Ty Boogie for reals.
But that's the thing. Like, anybody can go to Congress, really. It's like anybody can be the Speaker of the House too. Anybody can be. They just elect them. So Joanna, like we talked before, Joanna could be the Speaker of the House tomorrow if she wanted to be. She could have put herself. They could have put her name in the hat, So Congress is a little weird like that. There's also so many people that are in it. Of course, you're going to get some crazies, it's just going to happen. America's made out of, and America's like such a crazy country. We have different people from all walks of life. So we're going to have people from all walks of life in that Congress. This is what's going to be.
Is required to run a Chipotle than it is to walk the halls of Congress. Okay. The only qualification that you need to walk the halls of Congress is a GED. You don't even have to have graduated high school. A GED is all you need, and you can run for Congress. It's ridiculous. Now, if you walked into a Chipotle and you were like, I want to be the manager, and they're like, what experience do you have? They're like, a GED. They'd be like, sorry, bro, you're not going to get this job.
they get out of here.
I think we need a little bit more rules with that Congress. Just saying.
I think, though, that Jon Lovitz did a great job impersonating him. I would love it if you'd actually come on SNL and do it too, because I think it was fun, especially it came out of nowhere. I haven't seen Jon Lovitz do anything like this in a long time. So I was like, bring it on. Let's get some more Lovitz in the house.
We need to have Lorne Michaels see this, because it would be great if he just went on there to be him, like Alec Baldwin used to be Trump. Like, I think we need to do that. That would be amazing.
I bet he saw it. Yeah. But for the Tonight Show, this is a great segment. And Jimmy Fallon, I guarantee that man's not going anywhere anytime soon. He's not gonna get fired, just like Jay Leno had to get fired. He won't get fired.